Welcome to Storytime by TCTS Ministries 3 and 1. Every evening right after work, I would usually visit with a good friend before going home. But that particular evening, I was really tired, so I decided to go straight home to get some rest. When I entered the house, I was instantly met with 3 warm smiles, one being my mom's and 2 other young women. I dragged my tired 17-year-old body into the living room and slowly made my way over to the couch where they were sitting. After we introduced ourselves, one of the women then asked me if I would like to join them in a Bible discussion. I was getting ready to pass off on an offer until I happened to look down and saw that the 2 women had magazines on their laps from the Watchtower and the Wake publication. This is when I then realized the 2 women were Jehovah's Witnesses. Some of the biggest problems with the Jehovah's Witness beliefs are the belief that Jesus Christ was a created being as the angels, though John 1 makes it very clear that he was always existing with the Father since the very beginning as the Word. Though the Jehovah's Witnesses believe that Jesus is the Son of God, they maintain that he is a separate entity and not actually part of the Trinity. The word Trinity is not in itself found in the Bible. It was only a term used to attempt to describe the triune God, 3 coexistent, co-eternal persons who are God in one, in which I choose to use the term Godhead. Now that I knew what these young women were all about, I couldn't just leave my mom in the hands of these ravening undercover wolves, so reluctantly I agreed to join them in the conversation. I went up the stairs to my bedroom to get my Bible, but the moment I saw the bed, I immediately wanted to just lie down and fall fast asleep until I then snapped myself back to the present. I grabbed my King James Version Bible from the dresser before then heading back downstairs. One of the women then asked me why I praised Jesus Christ when all praise belonged to Jehovah God. I asked her politely why would it matter whether I gave praise to the Father or the Son. She said it mattered, before then asking me how I would have felt if I painted a beautiful picture and others came over and began praising my mom for the work I did. I told her in all honesty that I would have probably felt a little out of place, the fact that painting was done by me. She looked at me and said, "That's exactly how Jehovah God feels when we give praise to Jesus and not him." I respectfully disagreed and asked, if Jesus Christ was the one who came to this earth, was beaten, had a crown of thorns forced onto his head, was nailed hands and feet to a cross, saved a thief that was hanging on a cross next to him, and then died for the sins of the world, then why should I praise Jehovah God for all the work his son did? Just like that beautiful picture I supposedly had painted, Jesus was the one that died for the sins of mankind and was resurrected from the dead. She became speechless as she just stared at me as if she was slowly recovering from a fatal blow. Mom just sat there with a big smile on her face because she knew that God was definitely in our house that evening. When the woman had finally recovered, she said that she would come back another day to answer my question, but that evening after they had left, we never saw or heard from them again. Listen, it is impossible to give praise to God the Father without also recognizing his Son Jesus Christ and the Holy Ghost, because the Godhead makes all 3 persons as one true God. Therefore, it really doesn't matter who's being recognized in the realm of the Godhead, because if one is being recognized as God, it reflects the entire Holy Union. Though the Godhead consists of 3 distinct persons, they are in perfect union with one another that makes up who God is as only one.